Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion in the 5-4 ruling. The Supreme Court handed President Donald Trump a major defeat Thursday, blocking his 2017 decision to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA. The majority opinion, written by Chief Justice John Roberts, overturns Trump's decision to cancel the program on the grounds he gave at the time. That opinion found that the Department of Homeland Security's decision to rescind DACA is reviewable and that the DHS's decision to rescind DACA was arbitrary and capricious under the Administrative Procedures Act, Roberts wrote. Roberts said there's no question President Trump has the power to end DACA, but the issue was how he did it, the reasons he gave and the process he failed to follow. The dispute before the court is not whether DHS may rescind DACA. All parties agree that it may. The dispute is instead primarily about the procedure the agency followed in doing so. He says Trump and DHS did not adequately consider the impact on the DACA recipients themselves and the potential hardships for the some 700,000 recipients brought to the U.S. illegally as children by their parents. DACA recipients outside the court were jubilant on hearing the news. Trump had no immediate response. Roberts noted that the administration gets a do-over and could still move to end DACA legally. We do not decide whether DACA or its rescission are sound policies. The wisdom of those decisions is none of our concern. We address only whether the agency complied with the procedural requirement that it provide a reasoned explanation for its action. Here the agency failed to consider the conspicuous issues of whether to retain forbearance and what if anything to do about the hardship to DACA recipients, he writes. Roberts was joined in the opinion by Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Stephen Breyer and Elena Kagan. Justice Sonia Sotomayor joined the majority in all but one part, and filed an opinion as well. Justice Clarence Thomas also filed an opinion, concurring and dissenting in part, joined by Justices Samuel Alito and Neil Gorsuch. Additionally, Justice Brett Kavanaugh filed an opinion concurring and dissenting in part. DACA was introduced by President Barack Obama in 2012 and allows young people who were brought to the U.S. illegally as children to stay in the country and work without being deported on a 2-year, renewable term. As of March 31, 2020, 640,000 people have active DACA status, and since 2012, more than 825,000 people have utilized the program. This is a developing story. Please check back for updates.